Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. So today I thought by request, and I'm not going to make promises because this is difficult for me as well. Someone asked me to do some stuff with Edith Holden books, and so I'm going to try to do a few things. Some you may have seen before, some maybe not, and depending on if you're new or whatever, but sorry, I just realized there's still ink all over right there. Bugs me. I thought I would give it a try, and I did see something kind of cool on Pinterest last night when I was looking that I thought might be fun and a good way to like preserve the Edith Holden books, because that's my thing, is like I look at it and all I can do is go, if I fold it this way, this is going to be missing. If I fold it that way, that's going to be missing. I just cannot, I really struggle with these, and I know a lot of people do because I've heard the same thing. So I mean, they look gorgeous, so they're super fun to play with, like you want to use them, but it's just really difficult. And so yeah, so what I'm going to do is just trim this down a little bit, because as you can see, it's taller than my page and I need it to be the same height as my page. So I'm going to take off, not that much, just a little bit here from the bottom. I'd like to keep as much of it obviously as I can. That would be the goal. So I hope you're all doing good. I'm doing good. Ran to the post office this morning in a blizzard. I was like, great idea, Amy. But yeah, it was crazy. It just came on, snowed like mad, and then now the sun's out, which is, I love that, because then it's like all the snow melts and it's great. Sorry, I just hit one of my lamps. So yeah, and I'm going to trim off this rough edge over here. Oh, I should have used my other cutter. In fact, I think I'll do that for the top little bit. I'm going to learn one of these days. That sliding cutter just doesn't work with the old paper. So we're going to cut it at 8.5. So I'll cut off part of that I messed up, which makes me feel better. Okay. So what you do is fold this piece in half. And I just realized I still think it's taller than my page. This is just a piece of coffee dyed 8.5 by 11 copy paper. And I love this image of these birds, so I never want to cut this one. Oh good, it's not too tall. Yay! Okay, so I need to find my center point. And this is a super simple one. And so yeah, nothing complicated. There's my 8.5 by 11 roughly. So we're going to go 4 1/4 is the center. Oops, I almost did it at 4. And then half of that is 2 1/8. So I stink at this, people. So I'm going to go, this would be 1, 2 1/8. It's sad, isn't it? Oh boy. I don't know why it's so hard for me, but it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, oh, you know what I should do is mark the same thing on the other side first. So we're going to go 4 1/4, 2 1/8, 6, and there we go. Because I want my pockets to be the same. You're going to just, this is going to get stitched down here, here, and across the center. You can use glue. So if you don't want to stitch or don't stitch or whatever, you can just glue across the bottom, glue across the top, glue across the center. And then we're going to put notches here for our pockets. In fact, I think I'll do them at the same time. So see, I didn't even need those little notches, but it's okay. It's still helpful to get an idea. Or the little pencil marks is what I'm trying to say. I can't see that one. There we get those about the same, roughly. Yeah. Okay, so then you're going to have 4 pockets, because you'll have pockets in both of these spots. Okay, so we're going to ink it, and then I'm going to go to the sewing machine. And I'm also going to take off my jacket. I was freezing because like I said, the snow and blowing and all of that. And I'll erase my pencil marks after I stitch it onto the page. So I really like this particular idea, because then you get to see the Edith Holden, but you're not losing anything, except I am, of course, losing her writing on the back, but I mean, you can't have it all, right? Okay. So I am going to glue it just to tack it down onto the piece of paper here. So we're just going to run a bead across the top. And we'll run it across the bottom. I'm not going to worry about doing one in the middle because I'm going to stitch it there. Sorry, there were little fuzzes from the inker. Try to get this as straight as I possibly can. Okay, so there's a little bit of, why is it doing that? Well, I did not get it straight at all, did I? Luckily it wasn't a lot of glue. Okay, it's a little tiny bit off, but I'm not that worried. Just make this a little up here. Don't look so obvious. Okay, so I'll stitch here, I'll stitch down the middle, and I'll stitch there, and then I'll have my pockets. So that's one idea, and I'll probably stitch it, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like, but we'll try to move on to another something to do. And some of these I've probably done before because, like I said, I don't have a whole ton of ideas in mind, just because I don't work a ton with these because it's so not easy to do. I mean, I love the way they look done. I just am a big chicken. Alright. So we're going to trim this, and I'm going to trim the page number a little bit. And I'm going to trim this one a little bit too. Flour a little bit. So what are we at? 6 1/4. That's going to be too much still, so I'm going to take a little bit more off. I'm trying to think. That's still going to be too big. See, this is what I hope. I'm actually going to take more off here. I don't mind taking more of the green. I don't really want to take get the butterfly, but I did get it a little. And I'll take a little off. Okay. Yeah, you can tell it's agonizing, right? Alright. So let's see. I'm going to do one of those little envelopes, and like I said, a lot of these are things I've done before. I'm trying to think how I go. Yeah, you're not going to see that either way. See, I'm telling you, I struggle as much as anybody doing this. We could make them into tags. That would be a good thing to do with that one. So we'll do that. That's always an option. And so I'm going to just take the bottoms off because I don't want them this tall. What did I say this was? 5 1/2. 2 3/4 is going to be half. And I need to back those with something to make them a little bit thicker. I think I'll go ahead and use, do I have a piece of cardstock that's been coffee dyed? Let me see, I do. So I'm going to go ahead and glue them on these. And then I'll stitch around that too. Oops. All right. So yeah, I do struggle with these. And I know, you can get more of them. They are kind of getting harder to find. But yeah, you definitely can find them some places. And a lot of the pockets that I've been doing, those skinny book page pockets, those I started doing using Edith Holden pages. And a lot of that was because of Carrie the Crafter. He gave Gail that great gift of all the Edith Holden pieces. And so that inspired me to make all different things with Edith Holden books, but I didn't get very far. I really just did a few videos, and then it was like, then I start hoarding my Edith Holden books again, because I just look at them and think, I don't want to cut that up. I don't want to use that. I don't want... I am silly. And I see people do whole journals, and they're so amazing, and I'm just, can't do it. But I might try to do one with actually, at least more pieces than I normally do of Edith Holden, since we got spring and summer and that coming. That time of the year. My favorite time of the year. I like fall too. Winter is really just the only one that's not my favorite, and that's because I'm often in pain when I'm cold. But I think a lot of people are. So maybe we can make some kind of pocket to put one of these in. I made them kind of tall, so to see what I can come up with. And these will get stitched around. I don't know if I said that, probably. This one needs like a butterfly or something on it, I think. It needs something. I need to cut out some more butterflies. I keep saying that, I know, but I really do, because I'm like out. Just had lots of other projects going on. And my chip and my credit card went fluey, and so I had to order new credit cards. Well, they never came. So when they were supposed to, so I had to call and cancel that one and order new ones. And so today I was going to run and get some packaging materials, because I want to start getting together those the letters and things that I was showing you guys, the keys and letters. Well, I don't have a credit card, so I was going to get gas. Couldn't get gas because I don't have a credit card. It's amazing how much you rely on that stuff. It's sort of ridiculous. I just never have cash. I suppose I could go get cash, but... And I really only use one credit card. I mean, I I have another one because we have a Costco card that I can use if I have to, but I just prefer not to use that one unless, you know, we go to Costco, and then it's just for that. But anyways, I was like, oh yeah, I can't go get anything because I don't have a credit card. Now I know why I stay home all the time. Everything's so difficult. I was watching Tim Holtz video on some of his new stuff, and he's got those new domed inkers, and I was thinking, oh yeah, those would be cool. And he was showing how you're not supposed to scrape or run it along like this because it cuts into the foam. It's like, oh, well, that might explain why I go through them so fast, because I just do that kind of thing. It's like my natural way I do it. I mean, he didn't say that was wrong. He just was like, use just one for that particular way of inking because, you know, it ruins them, so you don't want to ruin all your inkers, you know. Like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I think the reason I don't do more of the like laying it down is that obviously then you need some place to be able to get ink all over, and I don't like getting that circle shape, so I tend to hold it, you know, so I don't get that circle, because I don't love that look. Okay, let me see if I can find a butterfly or something to put on there. I want a butterfly for this one. I just realized I put that on upside down, didn't I? Oh my gosh. Well, I didn't, but I cut the tag part. Oh, Lord have mercy. Some days I wonder if I have a brain in my head. Here I worry about messing up the Edith Holden pages, and then I just go and do it. This is a Tim Holtz one. That one would work good on that. That was a duh. Why did I do that? Maybe if I put like a label or something down here so that it's not blatantly obvious that I put it upside down. I'm sure you guys were yelling at me. I didn't hear you, I'm sorry. It's a wonder anybody watches this channel. It's such a ding dong. These are kind of cool. Don't really go with this though. Kind of liked that one. And let's see this one. I like them kind of more over to one side for whatever reason. Look at this crazy little bug. He's kind of cool. That might be fun, something different. You guys are probably like, ew, no, put the butterfly back. Beetles. Okay. I had a cool little piece of trim. What did I do with that? I know that looked kind of cool down here. Yeah, if it was a whole piece probably, but not that little half bit like that. See, this is how I get messed up, because I just get off in the weeds and then I don't get anything accomplished. I was thinking it might be fun to put one of these on. Those are Tracy Fox. I still can't believe it. I cut that upside down. Such a dope. I still kind of like that one better. I think I like that one. Okay. Don't know why, just do. Alright, we could put one of these on here. They're kind of cool. Let's do that. So yeah, I guess this isn't super helpful. I apologize. I mean, tags are like, yeah, everybody does tags. I just couldn't do anything else to that page, so. Yeah, it definitely is not my strong thing with the Edith Holden, I'll tell you. You know who's really good at it is Tania at Tatty Treasures. I think she does a lot of stuff with Edith Holden. She'd be the one to watch, and I'll try to remember to link her in the description box below. She does a lot more of the nature-y type stuff than I do. And I enjoy it. I just don't, you know, I just struggle so much with Edith Holden and then I just always end up doing something else for whatever reason. Because that's where my brain leads me. I don't know what my daughter's doing. Gosh, last night she was doing these, I can't remember what she calls them. She has to study artists, you know, and then write little summaries on them. I don't remember what she called it. But anyways, she drew one of the artists. Oh my gosh, it turned out so good. I'm like, man, you are better at that than I am by far. It was really, really good. So yeah, see, even when you mess up, you can kind of fix stuff. I mean, I think you can still sort of tell that's upside down, but at least it's not quite as blaringly obvious. Okay. Alright, so we've got those. We've got our page. Let's see what else can we come up with. That wasn't very exciting, but maybe I can take one of these little ones and do something. Part of the problem is, like, when you do an envelope or something, you know, which parts are upside down, and that's always kind of the tricky part with that. Love that too. Could do a pocket with this. And then do like a more of a plain page of just writing. Or not. I think I cut that one out the last time I did something with it. Maybe I'll just use regular book page. fine. This will probably end up being, you know, like kind of one of those pockets that like we've been making. And of course it's not as wide as this is. So if I went at the fold, let's try that. I'll need to trim that so it's a little bit more even. I'm just going to fold it in half. Put it kind of in the middle, and you could do this with a piece of whatchamacallit. I'm going to fold these to the middle. A piece of coffee dyed paper or something too. I don't have to use book page. I just like the way it feels when you make it out of old papers. Okay, so these could fold out, fold in. It's a little bit short, but I could trim a little off of that one. I need to trim this. Where's my pencil? Here. Okay, and then this needs to be trimmed. Let me make sure I have it in the center here. Here and here. Oops. And what I could do is oh, I never trimmed the top. What is happening here? Where did I mark? Oh, right there. Yeesh, Amy, I'm telling you, some days I worry about myself. Okay. And this has got, so I think what I'm going to do is glue just the sides. You could have a little pocket here. I'll put the thumb notch on the Edith Holden pages. And then, except that one doesn't really work for the back, does it? I think they'd be fun to fold out and have, you know, writing space on. I'll just do it on the front one to have the side pocket. This one I'll glue down all the way, but then these can open. Or do I want to turn this one into a different kind of pocket? Maybe we could go like this. If I cut it there, yeah, I think that'll work. Sorry, I had to think that through in my head what that was going to end up doing. Way pause, huh? Just trying to get it straight with the words. And then I'm going to turn the bottom half into a pocket. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, people. But at least I'm using some Edith Holden pages. Okay. So this one I'm just going to glue down. This one I'm going to leave flap open, and then when you put a tag in this pocket, it'll hold that closed. This one is going to open all the way, have writing space here, and then there will be a pocket there. And I'm going to notch this. So I have no idea if somebody's done this one. I don't know. I'm just wing-dinging it. It's very possible. I sort of feel like we've all done it all. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Inkadoo time. Oopsie. That wasn't good. This may go in my sample book as a sample, since, and any of these ideas would be great to go in your, that way you'll remember them, in your idea book. Okay, let's just get this glued so I can figure out how I want everything. That one's going to go in there. So we're just going to put glue on the side that you notched, which is the front. Just going to put a bead of glue along here. I am going to go down the middle too, just because, so I'm going to go right down the fold. I do want it to glue there because this book page is pretty fragile. And then along here, well, both of these book pages are fragile. So top, middle, bottom. And we're just going to really try, hopefully, to get it straight. Okay, I'm stinking at this today. This is giving me fits too, because it's kind of bent in the middle. I may end up putting some washi on that because it's not the most stable thing in the world. And I think I'm just going to have to trim that little teeny bit off. I'm probably never going to get it straight. Guys, just stink that. Okay, so that'll open out. Make this a little more even. Okay. There, jeez. And this one's going to get glued down. There's a little tear right there, so that's probably actually a good thing for this piece. I may kind of put just a little extra glue right down there at the bottom. And then it will get glued in the middle. Oh, whoops, what am I doing? I'm not going to be able to put a very big tag in there because I put too much glue. Okay. And I'll put some paper over that too, so that'll help for, you know, decorative purposes. So that one opens and this one opens. So we can get some paper to write on to go in those. Let's use the coffee dye that I have right here. And I'm just going to kind of take a whole piece, I think, just to stabilize this a little bit. Get on a straight line here so I can maybe actually succeed. And then I'm going to tear a little off of here because I don't mind if there's, you know, a little space is fine. Take a little bit off the top and bottom, more than a little, I guess, because we're take a little off this end. That side's kind of cooler, huh? Paper's fragile, as I hear Gail say quite often. And it is. Okay. So that's just going to get glued all the way down. And you could just tuck this into a pocket since it's got the Edith Holden on front and back. And it needs a little something more on the front too, because there's just the little bird's nest up at the top. I almost think I like the simpler side better for this. Yeah, I do. Sorry. Make up your mind, Amy. So my sister is going to come do a video with me tomorrow. So it'll be Friday for you guys. So, or no, it'll be Monday when that video comes out because she's going to come on Friday. So I keep forgetting I'm trying to stay a day ahead if possible. So yeah, Monday, she'll come. It's kind of fun because then I have somebody to talk to, so it makes it a little more interesting than just listening to my dead airspace, you know. I have no tales to tell today, or many days, because there's just nothing happening. Just going to take that off. But regardless, crafting is always fun, so I think. And then I'm going to take a piece that just goes, you know, all the way across there. Let me try to get that straight again. Yeah, all the birds are definitely just having a party the last, I don't know, about 4 days. I think they're ready. They're ready for winter to be done. I'm always ready for winter to be done. After first snow, I'm like, okay, we can go back to spring, summer, any of those things. I mean, I don't super love the heat like in August, but I will take it over the freezing cold and snow. Because at least I can go run errands and do stuff much easier, even if it's hot in the car. It's like, just, you know, do it. It's not that big of a deal. But the scraping and shoveling and all that is a bummer. The only good snow is when, like, maybe Christmas Day or sometime when you can just sit inside and watch it fall for a little bit. And that's it. I know a lot of people love it because they ski and stuff, so I'm sure that's fun, you know, for all that, but it's just not my thing. I don't know what I want to put there yet, and I've been talking your guys' ear off, so, well, not really talking your ear off because I haven't had a lot to say, but taking your time up. How's that? Oh, my wonderful friend Robin was saying she misses my hour videos, and I've just been doing whatever amount of time, you know, it takes me to do a project, because my YouTube analytics thing is saying that most people are only watching for like 13 minutes is the average for most views. So I was kind of like, well, I guess I don't need to do an hour-long video. And I know there are some people that watch all the way through, and thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't tell you how awesome that is. And I understand. We all have lives. Like, I don't expect it. I'm just saying I decided it wasn't really pertinent for me to be doing a whole hour. Unless there's a project I'm doing and it takes that long, then I will do an hour. It's not that I'm never going to do an hour again. It's just that it didn't seem logical when the majority of people are watching for like 13 minutes. So I'm sorry if you're one of the people that likes to watch the whole time. I know that's kind of a bummer, but I've just had a lot of projects and stuff I've been doing, and so the time is super duper valuable to me. Okay, so I think I'm going to take this one and put it here. I'm going to obviously tear it. And it's not that I don't enjoy doing these. I really, really do. But I just decided I can do one project and, you know, be done for that day. So that's just kind of what I'm thinking. Let me know what you think. Or if there's something you want to see, that's another thing. That would be great. Okay, so this is going to get torn about here, and it's weird because we have this R up here. So I may take that off. So I'll have to take a little off the bottom, and then I might put another type of paper on it. Let's see what I have in my scraps. I'm sure I've got all kinds of junk I could put there. Yeah, I just need something across there. I just don't want the R randomly. Oh, I almost did it upside down. Ah, I heard you. I heard you. Heard you. Thank you. If you're new to my channel, you now know I'm a complete dingling. But I'm honest about it. It's just who I am. I don't know if I like that together. Sorry, I'm just looking at my scraps to figure out what I could use here. That's kind of cool, that little bit of writing. That's Tim Holtz. Yeah, Tania at Tatty Treasures. Sorry, Tania, if I messed that up. But yeah, she does a lot with both Tim Holtz and Edith Holden. So she's a definite asset. And, you know, like Tracy Fox and all them too. They do all that. We all have our styles, for sure. And I love this. I just am a big chicken butt with the Edith Holden. Man, if I could draw like that, I think that's all I'd ever do. Fun, fun, fun. So I just need a piece of this, like to that R. Yes, I think it's an R. Working on another kind of masculine digi. I'm really loving that sort of industrial kind of look right now. That's sort of been my thing lately. Let's see, 44. So there's a little pocket there. I'm going to decorate the front. Then I'm going to go sew stuff and I will show you. And then these, I need something on here and on here. I'm just not sure what yet. Where'd that piece of bird paper go? Because this might be able to go here if I take the February off. Oof. Old paper, you really just have to be so careful. You need to really just tear it right where that's at. I could just kind of go all the way down the page. Let's see what it's going to look like. If I put this here, I can put this on the bottom, and then so I can still keep those flowers here. So this is going to be a longer video. I don't know if I want to like come up here, probably, and then put something else, like kind of like I did that there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I need to notch that. So you probably could kind of write there if you wanted to, but there's lots of writing space in this one, luckily. And I need to make tags for all these things. Okay, I need to figure out right where my notch is going to go. Right about there, I think. Hopefully I can do this without messing it up. Alright, yep, that'll work. Okay. Get that glued down. So I hope this was helpful. I know I'm not super helpful at this because I struggle too, so I think it's just the reality of it, because they're just beautiful images and you want to use them in your journals because you want to see them in your journals, but man almighty, is it hard. But maybe you got an idea or two. I really like that first one because it allows you to keep most, you know, the whole page basically, except the back. But if you find one that just has writing on the back, it's a little bit easier to swallow the whole taking it out of the book and everything. Okay, this will help strengthen this book page too, which is awesome. And do I want another piece of this here or something different? I could do the green. Yeah, I can use the green. Tear this off. Don't want it that thick. No. Tear it about here because I want to see all of the picture that I can. And then I need to tear it here. I'm doing the back. Okay. So this opens to write. Pocket here. This one opens if you don't glue it shut. And then that's like that. Okay, and I don't know what else I want to put on the front. It needs probably like maybe a flower or something. Yeah, see, careful what you wish for and wanting a longer video, right? That's cool, but it's so ginormous. I just have a few of Tracy Fox's and Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. I cut out some of her flowers that I had, just pages in my... I might have to cut something bigger. I just don't really have anything right now. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stitch around some things, the page and stuff, because I want to come back and at least show you that. So I'll be right back. Okay, so they're all done. So I added a Morning Glory and Kiss Me Goodnight, and that comes from Tracy Fox. So there's that, and I didn't stitch on this one at all, and then we have the little pocket here that I need to make something for, and then another pocket here that I need to make something for. I didn't stitch at all because there's so many flips and flaps and stuff, so I just didn't, you know, you don't always have to stitch, so it just adds something, I think. And I stitched around both tags, and don't make yours upside down. That's my tip there. And then stitched here, stitched down the middle and across the bottom. So now I have 4 lovely pockets. And you could stitch down the center here too. I just don't really think it will need it. Did I put glue? No, I did not. So I may have to run a stitch down there. I should have put glue down the middle, and then I wouldn't have had to do that. Actually, once it's stitched into the signature, it's not going to matter. So I don't have to do that because it'll be sewn, and this will be on one page and that'll be on another. So anyways, there's that. So Jackie, I hope that helped. I don't know. I'm not great with Edith Holden because it's hard for me to use them, just like it's hard for many of you to use them. Some people seem to do it so easily, but I struggle a little bit because I want to keep all the images where you can see them. So anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for all your support. You guys are awesome, and I love all of you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.